Okay, my lovely crafty people. So we've uploaded part one, part two. Part one was creating the background of this collage. Part two was creating the flower heads and adding them to the collage. So part one and two are done. So this is part three. And this is where I'm going to create my artist response page. So I did create that 3D dahlia using the petals. So I used a bottle top and I drilled holes in and put the petals through the holes, and then using the glue gun I fixed it. It's a little bit messy at the back, and then using my alcohol marker I've added detail to the petals, and then I glue gunned in the middle and dropped some of these beads into the wet glue. And then once it dried, I went over it with a little bit of a acrylic marker and then my alcohol markers to create that yellow middle. Really quite pleased with that. I've got my pressed dahlia that I want to encase in plastic. I've used my harvested letters to find the word dahlia. I've got my really decent image. This is a magazine image. It's not the same dahlia, but it still shows the colourings. I want to include that on this page. I want to do some kind of background, and then I need to write up all my thought processes to get to this final piece for this section. Okay, so I'm going to do bits and bobs of the video, and then we will come back at the end and see how the page has gone. Keep watching. Okay, so I have created the background of my write-up page, and I've cut out some of the flowers from the image that I was tracing, and I'm going to pop those. So I was just going to have the page green and yellow and orange, and then it was a bit too much. So what I've done is cut out from the image that I was tracing the dahlias, and then I have printed little miniature thumbnails from the video, and I'm going to pop those down with this note paper that I've printed on washi stickers, and I'm going to write up my processes. What else I did is I had one of the square Polly Pockets, and I've cut it to size, and I've popped the image in there with the decent photo, and I'll probably put some notes and valuation notes around the back, and that will sit in the page, which gives me the whole page then to write up my steps and my evaluation. So that is my next steps. Yeah, I put it off and put it off and put it off because the write-ups is not my favourite thing to do, and now I've got no choice but to do the write-up. So I'm going to pop those to one side, get these stuck down, think about the composition of the page and how I want to display the miniature photos, and then use the background just as a background. I was really quite pleased with my dahlia and my other bits and bobs. So I'm going to leave you there, and I'll come back and talk through the final page at the end. And here we have it, peoples. The artist response pages are done. So if you remember right back, we did the artist study, and then I did my artist copy, which I was really pleased with, but I did learn from it and learn things that I really shouldn't be doing, like sewing over and over and over because it breaks the needle. We did some more plastic experiments with manipulating some plastics, and then I did my artist copy, my artist response, and I've popped in the mini pictures, the thumbnails, and I've written up my steps. Number 5 does nip over the page, but that's okay. And then I've got my other bits and bobs. So that is this part done. I believe I'm next doing some fabric manipulation workshops, but in the back of my head, I'm still going to keep this plastic because it was such a good material to work with. Actually, it's really easy to manipulate and work with, and I have been looking on Pinterest and watching some YouTube videos more about manipulating plastic and how I can use that in my textiles, how fusing plastic, and you can make fabric from plastic. So and thread, you can make wool like thread to crochet or knit depending on what you do. So I will be keeping in mind the use of the plastic, but for the next few pages I think I'm doing some fabric manipulation, so moving on from the plastic manipulation but looking at fabric, and I'm just waiting for the PowerPoint from Miss Baker, and then I will do that, which will be a workshop. So I'm looking forward to having a go at doing that. So that's that for now. I have got a week off next week, so I've got other projects I want to do as well. So keep watching, hit subscribe, do all the things you do to help me grow, and I will be back with you next week.